Welcome to KX News on the Go. I'm Chance Sicklin. A new chapter begins for the Minot Police Department as city council members give the green light to the city's next police chief. However, city leaders say they were torn between keeping interim police chief Dale Plessis or bringing in an outsider like Michael Fry.
For me, the decision point was a couple of things. First and foremost is I still do lean towards a need for outside leadership and representation at this time for our department. Secondly, kind of came down to personality, an attitude of positivity, someone that's going to help our department heal and connect with our community and our citizens in a positive and meaningful way. We're splitting hairs here. I'm not going to say there's a stark difference when it comes between the two candidates on that.
Michael Fry received unanimous support from the council during Monday night's meeting. Fry currently serves as the campus police chief at Bismarck State College. Before that, he was a lieutenant with the Minneapolis Police Department, where he led units focused on civil unrest response, homeland security, and the SWAT team. The vote came after a nationwide search was narrowed to 3 finalists. Of those 3, Stewart gave his recommendation to the council. Several interviews, surveys, polls were conducted in the process, along with neighbors and a committee and even MPD officers all weighing in on the decision.
I believe that Michael Fry will be a very good chief. He will be welcomed and he will be supported. I just have to acknowledge again that the department in their survey certainly were more in favor of having Captain Plessis as their chief. And I think that just speaks volumes in the fact that he was able to take a department in a very, very difficult and challenging time and lead them successfully with compassion, with integrity.
Along with Fry's appointment as chief, they also promoted Captain Plessis as deputy chief to work alongside Fry. As Deputy Chief Plessis is typically the second in command and plays a crucial leadership role within the department. Well, people from all across different counties are meeting in the Magic City this week for the special 4-H event. From now through Thursday, the 93rd annual Ward County 4-H Achievement Days is taking place at the North Dakota State Fairgrounds. That's happening in Minot. 287 Clover Bud and 4-H members ages 5 through 18 are showcasing their talents and skills that they've been working all throughout the year. Going on all day today is the Open Horse Show, a qualifier for the 2025 North Dakota State Fair 4-H horse shows, and they also got the chance for their horses to get comfortable with the fairgrounds.
Did barrels and he also did showmanship.
What's a unique experience about our show is that it's held at the state fair. And so not everybody has an indoor arena like this and don't see all the sights and smells. And so those who come from out of county or those who participate from Ward County really get that special experience competing at the actual state fairgrounds.
There will be plenty of other events going on all week at the North Dakota State Fair Center, including a dog and cat show, static exhibits, and the Ag Olympics, just to name a few. Slipping on ice isn't something most of us think about in summer. However, one organization is already ahead of the curve. The Cathedral of the Holy Spirit in Bismarck has applied for a permit to install a heated sidewalk system. It's a safety measure meant to reduce injuries before the snow returns. Each year, nearly 1 million Americans are injured after falling on ice and snow. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention says around 17,000 of those falls are fatal. Here in North Dakota, we know firsthand how dangerous icy walkways can be. City engineer Gabe Scheel explains how the system works.
Solution underneath the sidewalk that keeps the ground underneath the sidewalk warm. So therefore, if the ground's warm, the sidewalk's warm, and it won't accumulate ice or snow during those events. It's impractical to do an entire parking lot that way. It's impractical to do an entire site that way. But through a strategic investment of where that is located, a property owner could maybe reduce the amount of snow shoveling or ice accumulation they might have right outside the front door.
Homeowners can also install heated systems on private property without city approval, but if the system crosses into public space like a sidewalk or boulevard, the city does require an encroachment agreement. Now here's Andre with a quick check of your forecast.
Thank you so much, Chance. And looking here in Harvey, we are seeing those mainly sunny conditions with a little bit of patchy fog here and there. And temperatures are at 55 degrees with the winds out of the west-northwest at 6 miles per hour. But let's head over into Garrison, where we're also starting our day out with very beautiful conditions. And temperatures are at 53 degrees and the winds are out of the north-northwest here at 7 miles per hour. But as we head over into our current storm team radar, we're continuing to see those clouds lift out, and also that fog is continuing to burn out as well, and that's going to be leading way for a really good start to our day. Now, as we head over into our current temperatures, our temperatures right now are mainly in the 50s, exception there in Mobridge, which is at 62 degrees, so it is still an overall warm side to our day. But however, over the last 24 hours, we have seen an overall 5 to 10 degree temperature difference into our viewing area, so you really will notice that there is a little bit of that crispness in the air, but not much. Now, as far as the rest of the day is concerned, this is our precision cast. This is 8 o'clock, and it's initializing some of that residual cloud cover in our south and eastern areas. But once we get into around lunchtime, we will see the potential of some passing clouds in around our southern areas, but plentiful of sunshine in our northern area, so that's something to really keep in mind here. But once we get into our 5 o'clock hour, we will see those mainly sunny conditions residing in the majority of our viewing area, and we could see some passing clouds in our southern areas. But once we get into around about 9 o'clock this evening, that's where we're expecting a little bit increase in cloud cover due to us acquiring more of a southerly flow overnight tonight. Now, our highs for today will mainly be in the upper 70s to low 80s, and maybe even a mid 80 there in Wolf Point, with temperatures at maybe at 84 degrees. But once we get into tonight, we will see those temperatures drop on down into the 50s, and we will see those partly to mostly cloudy skies. But however, once we get into our Wednesday, we will see those isolated thunderstorms developing, and some could even be on the strong to possibly severe side, with a level 1 marginal risk for our Wednesday for a good deal of our viewing area. And again, it's isolated, which means not everybody's going to see it, but we will be watching this very closely, so make sure you have that KX Storm Team app on hand. And that's going to be this common thing on Thursday as well, but our chances of rain will increase slightly to nearly scattered thunderstorms, so a greater chance on Thursday. And again, that level 1 marginal risk will reside in across a good portion of our viewing area, mainly in the 2/3 eastern portions of our area, so that is something to keep in mind as well. But thunderstorms are quite possible all across the viewing area for our Thursday. And guess what? Bye-bye spring over the next couple days, and hello summer as we head into our Friday, with temperatures in the low to potentially mid 80s for Dickinson and Williston for both Wednesday and our Thursday. But once we get into the first day of summer, temperatures are going to be feeling like it, with temperatures in the low 80s, and these warm like temperatures will continue into the day on Saturday, with upper 70s for our Saturday here in Williston, with maybe some isolated to near scattered thunderstorms. We're going to be watching this very closely here. And as we head into Dickinson, those 80s will continue into our Saturday, and we will see those low end thunderstorm chances, and it's going to be breezy during this period of time as well, so that's something to really keep in mind here. And also here in the Magic City, we will continue to see those temperatures remain in the 80s through our Saturday, and then we're going to be dropping into the 70s and 60s on Sunday and Monday due to a cold front. And that same thing here goes for the capital city as well. So chance, enjoy the last Tuesday spring of 2025 today.
I will indeed, and everyone out there should as well. All right, thanks, Andre. For everyone here at KX News, I'm Chance Stickland. Have a great day.